hear a lot about pivoting your business during the pandemic, but what does that really look like for your business? Well, let's take 5 minutes to talk to someone who's actually done it. Her name is Shannon Loy, CEO of The Social Ginger, which is a social media consultancy in Richmond, Virginia. I know Shannon's story well because she has been part of the Rev Up Society for a while now. What has happened, though, will surprise you. So let's get into it. Hey, Shannon, thanks for being here today.
It's great to be here, Mary. Thanks for having me.
Briefly describe what was going on in your business in BC before COVID.
We were working with retainer clients. We're coaching customers through social media needs. And really, just staying busy with that.
So then the pandemic happened, and what happened for your business?
Fortunately, we work with service-based businesses, and the majority of the businesses that we work with were not necessarily affected as much as some other businesses were. That being said, new potential clients, getting them was a challenge. Finding people willing to take that investment leap and sign up as a retainer client was something that was not coming easily. So we decided to, try another angle. We went head in deep into trying to find out what kinds of businesses would actually be a type of business that we would be able to work with, through COVID, that it would actually, still be sustaining business and being able to afford a retainer client situation. And it's interesting too, because we also ended up pivoting more into coaching scenarios because a lot of folks just needed help figuring out how were they going to deal with, their social media needs, right?
But what I'm hearing is that you really had to go with the businesses, the types of businesses and the leaders of those businesses who weren't so afraid and so frozen up that they couldn't move forward. Almost like the early adopters of pivoting for their own businesses. And then what I also heard was, okay, coaching became a bit more. Was that true? Did some of your existing clients who may have been on retainer, did they kind of go to coaching, or did they just kind of stop?
Well, our retainer clients stayed. What happened was we had a lot of other businesses that really needed help doing the social media thing. And we actually found a couple of folks come towards us that really hadn't done much with social media at all, and realized that was now impacting them as far as them getting the word out about, are they in business? What are the things that they're doing? What kinds of new services are they offering? So having folks come forward to us to say, hey, can you help me with this? So we definitely had a bunch of those types of clients. As far as the retainer services is interesting, Mary, we had a pause button there for a little while with retainer clients. And, we did a free webinar series. We did it 2 times where we targeted business owners that potentially could be our client base that we're searching for. But what we found was after we did these webinars and things kind of settled in a little bit, we actually ended up having the best quarter ever that we've been in business.
You went after a different segment, the impact of making that pivot on your bottom line.
Beyond the retainer services and the coaching services, the other thing that really helped us was the workshops aspect. We had put together some in-person workshops, and we had to pivot and make those all virtual. And so we ended up having, more folks actually sign up for those workshops. But we also offer packages, and we started seeing folks that needed packages. So, all of that together, it just created a storm of awesomeness.
Because pivoting your business is challenging. What enabled you to stay courageous and keep going? Because you didn't know what the result's going to be.
So it's just a combination of it all, really, just making sure that I can't let my team down. I've got other, business owners that I have that are holding me accountable. You're holding me accountable, and just knowing that this too shall pass.
If you were going to give one piece of advice amongst so much that you probably could for entrepreneurs right now who are trying to pivot or need to pivot again or make adjustments to their business, what would it be?
Mine would be listen to your customers' needs right now, because they have changed. What they needed 6 months ago is completely different now. And that's got to be part of your pivot.
Is there one particular way that you reached out to listen to your customers' changing needs?
All of my retainer clients that we work with now definitely had a conversation and just understanding, more people are struggling financially. So how can we meet those needs for them right now so that we can help them get through their current challenges? And then maybe on the other side, when their businesses are thriving again, they'll come back to us for even, greater needs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, kudos to you to stay courageous yourself and lead your team. With that kind of perspective, you're going to continue to be successful and be able to pivot as needed. Thanks so much, Shannon. It's been great talking to you today.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.